Alright, good morning. Welcome back to Encinitas. We're at Grandview Beach. Going to do a little surfing for fitness and fun. Standing next to me is Stein Skaar with Skaar-Fitness, based in Marin County. He's coming down here. We're going to do some fitness videos, do some surfing, have some fun. Stein? Okay, so we're getting ready to go surfing. Surfing is fun. It's good for the soul. It's good for the mind. It's good for style. But guess what? It's also good for fitness, and it's a good exercise. Stein's going to break down a little bit which muscle group surfing hits the most. What would you say you're targeting the most when you're surfing?
Well, I think that when you're surfing, probably most of your time is spent in a prone position, paddling most of the time. So you're going to have to assume that using a lot of those pulling muscles, back muscles, lat muscles, but at the same time you're really trying to maintain that arch in your lower back by keeping your chest up. So really you're working on spinal integrity. It becomes a real full body exercise, probably one of the best there is out there. If you take a look at most of the surfers that are around the world, good examples are Laird Hamilton, Kelly Slater. Look at the bodies of those guys. They're really fit athletes, and I think that they treat surfing just like any other sport. And what Max and I were going to show you today is just really treating this like a sport. And any sport that I'm going to get involved in, I'm certainly going to warm up before I get involved with doing it, just so I'm ready from a mental standpoint, I'm ready from a flexibility standpoint, getting my heart rate going and so forth, but also just being physically ready to get out into the water so that I don't injure myself, and so Max doesn't injure himself while he's out there.
So how was it out there?
It was pretty fun. Towards the end here, it got to a point where we were waiting out there a long time, but there were some fun sets coming through, really glassy.
So you surf just for fun or for fitness? And if so, what muscle groups do you think you get the most?
Well, I surf for fun and for fitness both, and I would say definitely upper body for the most part. Some cardio, shoulders, arms.
All right. Do you think that your fitness improves from surfing at all? Alan, this is Alan Ryan.
Yeah, I do. I think it gives me inspiration to get up out of bed every day, get out early, get my day started. This has started right.
And what muscle groups do you think you hit most?
It's probably your shoulders and back, lats.
And do you think it's mostly aerobic endurance type, or more strength and power, or a little bit of both?
Maybe a little bit of both. I don't usually think it's aerobic unless it's a really big day and you're going hard. The paddle outs can be definitely aerobic during that time, but it mostly just helps to burn calories, keeps your shoulders in shape, upper body a little bit.
Do you think it's fair to say that you're having so much fun out there that you don't really care how hard you may be exercising, or you maybe don't even perceive how hard you're exerting yourself because you're having so much fun?
Definitely. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, it's a great feeling to get in the water when you're feeling a little groggy. You hop out, you always feel good, and then it's time to go maybe grab a coffee or a big breakfast afterwards. Get a healthy one.
Except when your bros like Max drop in on you and snake you?
No, I do the same to him, so.
All right, man. Have fun. Get some good waves.
Okay.
we're going to start with a full body exercise. It's a great way of warming up your full body. We're going to be doing it with not so much weight. I mean, surfboards don't weigh so much, but I would say that the overhead squat, what I'm going to be demonstrating here, is probably one of the hardest exercises there is. There's so many different muscle groups involved in making this exercise happen. It's based off of, I believe, off of the snatch lift, which is an Olympic lift, and bringing that weight overhead is an incredibly strenuous thing to do. What you'll find is even using a broomstick or a dowel or anything like that and trying to do this exercise is going to be extremely difficult because of the flexibility that's involved. I'll go ahead and demonstrate. What I'm going to do is take a nice wide, we'll call it a grip, but I'm basically just putting my hands underneath the surfboard here. I'm being real active with my shoulders. All the essentials of the squat are the same, about shoulder width with my stance. I'm going to sit back on my heels, thinking about my lower back the whole time. All I'm going to be doing is dipping down into a nice squat at the base and then coming back up to the top again. Once again, as a full body exercise is fantastic, but just starting by doing 10 good squats before you get in the water is really going to start getting that heart pumping, getting those joints lubricated, and once again getting you into that mental mindset of being able to get out into the water.
Steve, man.
Hey man, how you doing?
Thanks for coming to surf with us.
Yeah,
What are you riding there?
board. It's a Holman Surf Designs HD HSD 510.
Ah,
Yeah, it's called
Very
a
nice.
4x4.
sweet. How was it?
It's good. It's fun. A lot of people.
Yeah.
Time, yeah. Passy. Geeky. Fun.
Moving those hips around a lot, especially going from this position to this position here.
Right.
The last exercise
The
I'll
pop-up.
show you is,
That was the pop-up, right?
Pop-up,
You gotta
that's
have the
right.
pop-up down to surf.
but the last one we'll talk about is just spend a lot of time on your back, trying to maintain that arch in your back when you're surfing so that you can see what's coming. So one great exercise to work on before you get in the water is the traditional yoga cobra pose. So all I'm doing from
The
a
yoga
push-up
cobra
position,
pose.
from a push-up position here, dipping down and through, coming up, arching the back, really focusing on that lower back. Once again, we can go ahead and back out of this exercise, back up to the top, into that push-up.
I see what you're saying
in the evening,
Yeah.
after a good surf in Mexico or something.